Welcome back to Great Day St. Louis. Do you dream of quitting your job and doing something completely different, like, oh, I don't know, nothing? Does it feel like retirement is out of reach? Well, CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is here to help you take proactive steps to make these dreams a little more real. And it's sponsored by JBL Financial Services. Good morning, Jill, and tell us where we should start this whole thought experiment.
First of all, let's avoid a one-size-fits-all approach to something that's so personal. So no shortcuts, no funny rules of thumb. You head on over to an online retirement calculator, and that's where you're going to figure out where you stand. Now, before you begin, a couple of things that you need to have at your fingertips. First of all, you need to know how much money you spend today. And don't forget, if you think there's going to be future ongoing obligations, helping out aging parents or adult kids, make sure you add that in. You'll also be prompted to enter any income you anticipate receiving in retirement. Usually the calculators will figure out your Social Security, but is there a pension or some income from a rental property? And also you'll add in money you've already saved, as well as future retirement contributions. You've got all that stuff gathered. Get ready to hit the enter button and see what the results are.
You know, I don't feel qualified to participate in this conversation, but I will add my own insight, and that is I've gone through that process a couple of times in my life for different reasons, and it's very easy to underestimate how much you actually do spend. Because I know they talk about living paycheck to paycheck. I live paycheck to paycheck, and when I do those estimates, I always come up a little short. I'm like, where does all that extra money leaking out? But anyway, just be careful of that because it's easy to do. All right, what if the numbers show that it's not going to work?
Okay, don't give up, because there are different ways to get where you want to go. So maybe you could possibly capture some of that money where you're not sure where it's being spent, and you can save more money today. Maybe you'll say, I actually could work longer. That would be okay. Now, the big problem that I run into is that I think people who are in jobs they don't really like or careers that are changing, they might say, I don't feel like I can work longer. Well, in that case, maybe it's time for you to look for a different occupation. It could be a lateral move. Maybe you would even actually be okay making less money because you'd be happier, and therefore you wouldn't mind working longer. This is why the exercise is so valuable. It provides you different ways to move ahead.
What are some of the mistakes that you find that people make when you're trying to crunch these numbers?
Well, like you said, I mean, I think a lot of people don't realize how much they spend today. I think a lot of folks will also assume they will spend less in retirement. I don't think that's the case. Most people spend just about the same amount, maybe even more, because of the rising cost of health care. The other mistake that people will make is they'll say, oh, I'm going to move to a lower tax state, or I'm going to downsize. It's hard to pull this off, frankly. It really is. So I wouldn't assume that. For those folks who are still working, you know, the big mistake is pulling money out before retirement, before that age 59 and a half, and then you pay taxes and penalties. Yep. For the younger workers, you know, not contributing to the employer match, you are leaving free money on the table, gang. Don't do that. Grab that money. Free money is good money.
Call your kids and tell them, get on the 401k plan. I always tell my kids, that's what I want for Christmas. Don't buy me anything, just get on your 401k plan. All right, Jill, thank you so much. Always great insight. You can see Jill regularly on CBS Mornings and the CBS Evening News. For more analysis, go to JillOnMoney.com. And as always, this segment is sponsored by all the good folks down at JBL Financial Services. They can get you down the road and help you with your retirement plan and help you through that retirement plan as well. So give them a call at 314-863-0008, or you can find them on the web at JBL Financial.